Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. A late-season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give to the single back. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The Volunteers line up to punt it away. See if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could...
All kinds of running room. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. These plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. with 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Coleman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll go to the ground. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
On second down, he'll fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Utah is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Utes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. He'll set up to throw. It's complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Stopped after making the catch.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack. All of a sudden, two guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly.
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Keeps the legs moving. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 14, Tennessee 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Trying play action. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you've got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Keeps looking downfield. Trying to find his man in the middle. He's got it. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going up top. He caught it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Vols!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Power football with the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Third down coming up.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. Fighting off the defender. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line.
Tennessee offense will take over 1st and 10.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to the afterburners coming. Running inside the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Number 25.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in passing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's the handoff. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
From the gun, the running back has it. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, look out, there he goes. The 40, at the 30, the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Volunteers.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over UCLA. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Lots of green grass as he gets into the 31.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Might be looking to run. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now on second down. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, what a cut! Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the D deny them on second and goal?
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
On second down, wants to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big play.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. Coming after it. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Vols will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that...
Open runway ahead. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
On the move. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They think there's room to run to the right here. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Vols. And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, LSU, 21.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the neck.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that, too.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Using the quick game. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. LSU quick to the line. Looking to throw it again. Using his feet to buy time. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. LSU, 28. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to power their way ahead. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Gain of 3. 2nd down coming up.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He's got it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Tennessee 35, LSU 28.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Liberty overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Lynchburg, these Flames gotta be thrilled with the result. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Motion from the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll throw one to his right. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just sinks it in there. A little Baryshnikov for the toe tap.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
To the air on first down. He finds his man.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He wants to throw it again. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Now, a 4th down.
Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Touchdown, Tigers! What a grab and go for the score. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The option look. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. And the ball's moving quickly to the line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is
off he goes. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So not even the pass interference could stop that play. They'll decline the penalty, and they have the touchdown. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
49, LSU, 35.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Scrambling away. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And, David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to...
Going deep. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Second down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll just keep slinging it. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Snapped it in the shotgun. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The AT unit on the field. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Finds his tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A 3rd and long coming up here. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking downfield to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, and you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Well, this was an